My name is Adam Kreisel. I'm the chef owner of Kaya Cucina Catering and a board member of Slow Food Utah.
Didn't you take over as head of the board?
Not as far as you know. I like to be pretty diminutive, as you can see.
Yeah, diminutive is not a word I use with you.
This wordsmithy gentleman next to me is my good friend, local bon vivant, and the owner-proprietor of Libation Wines and Beverages, Francis Fecteau. Good afternoon, Francis.
Good afternoon, my friend.
We are describing for our lovely guests the wine pairings that we have chosen for the four-course tasting menu offered by Pago Restaurant to go for this year's Slow Food Feast of Five Senses. I myself made sure to dress for the occasion. I pulled a lovely evening gown out of my closet. I see you have worn a collar, and you're actually wearing pants today,
also wore pants,
which is fabulous.
That doesn't happen very often.
That being said, we of course are doing this because we are going to eat a fine dining tasting menu, and we should dress for success.
Look the part.
We should dress for the moment. So
enough eating in front of the tube, Netflixing and chilling and grubbing.
that's exactly right. This year's offering from Pago is an all-vegetarian menu, but it does not lack for richness. So we have paired wines from donkey and goat. Explain to our viewers what it is we've done.
Well, donkey and goat is actually a pretty big deal for a variety of reasons. You may have heard about natural wine and the natural wine movement. It is a subject of much discussion. These guys are sort of the godparents of this particular movement in California. They were the first ones to do this. For those of you who don't know, natural wine encompasses a lot of really great things. They embrace biodynamic, organic, and sometimes sustainable agriculture. So they're all about keeping the farming very clean. And then when you bring the fruit in, minimal intervention to get it to bottle, meaning you don't process, you don't add things, you don't manipulate, filter, fine the wine too much or at all, if possible. And so by sticking with people who stick to good agriculture, the need to do a lot of stuff to the wine to get it to finish becomes minimal. And so by supporting good agriculture and good farmers, you're essentially getting as close to natural wine as you can possibly get. Some people might think that it means the wine has to smell like kombucha or taste like kombucha. That's fine. That's a possibility. Those were a lot of wines I drank in college, which were a little funky, a little weird, and they were fun because they were 10, 12 bucks a bottle, and they were from weird places in Europe, and I loved them dearly, and I still love them today. But these guys have really set the benchmark for me when it comes to natural wine, and I embrace the movement wholeheartedly because of their embrace of good agricultural and minimal intervention, which are things that I've been preaching as a broker since I started working as a broker way back in 1996, believe it or not. Yes, I'm that old. Any hoodles. They have two wines. One's called the Gadabout, one's called the Gallivanter. This is a blend based on Chardonnay that incorporates Grenache Blanc, Vermentino, Roussanne, Marsanne, and it's unfiltered, unfined, so it's a little bit cloudy, a little bit hazy. Don't be scared. It actually has beautiful acidity and goes great with vegetarian cuisine like Scott put together for this brilliant menu. And then this one is a blend that changes every year. This is the Gallivanter. This is the red brother to the white sister, so to speak. This is a Merlot-based blend that incorporates Rhone varieties as well. These are both low alcohol, they're very refreshing, they're very sharp, they're very bright, they dance on the palate, and they accompany vegetarian cuisine like you would believe. And Scott, big shout out to Scott for donating his patio for today's shoot. And two, he's kind of the OG when it comes to this stuff. He was the first one to sort of bring these to public attention. So, hats off to you, buddy. I naturally pick a natural wine for your menu.
And Phelix Gardner, his executive chef, in particular for the entree on this menu, has put together a vegetarian lasagna with a truffle fonduta, which is a pretty rich, pretty mouth-coating.
What exactly is a fonduta? That just sounds like a fun word to say. It sounds a little dirty, but it sounds like fun. What is a fonduta?
It's a very rich, dairy-based sauce, and in this case, finished with fresh truffle that lends a lovely background to the really rich vegetal nature of the lasagna. These wines, I assume, have enough beef to stand up to that kind of
absolutely.
mouthfeel.
It's not that they need beef, but when you have that sort of mouth-coating richness plus vegetarian phenolic qualities, where you've got to do a little crunching and chewing, you need acid and you need fruit. You don't need big processed, heavy, high alcohol wines with these, and that's why I've been a firm believer with these two, and this winery in particular, because these deliver the goods for under 20 bucks. They are a small winery, and as an added bonus, you're supporting a local guy. Jared Brandt actually went to high school here.
Awesome.
In Utah. Yeah, he's a
Fabulous.
local boy.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much for joining us. We hope you enjoy your wine pairings with Pago's Feast of the Five Senses tasting menu this year. Bon appetito, and enjoy your evening.
Cheers.